Your name, your address, and your phone number are floating around the internet. Easy for strangers, scammers, and companies you've never heard of to find. Data brokers and shady databases collect and sell your private details to anyone willing to pay, putting you at risk of nonstop spam, scams, and fraud. You can't stop them from collecting data, but you can control who gets to keep it. That's why I use Incogni. They remove your private information from more than 420 of these sites automatically. And with their unlimited plan, you get total coverage. If you spot your personal details anywhere else online, just send them the link, and their privacy experts will get it taken down. It's the easiest, most complete way to protect yourself and personal life. Right now, you can lock in 60% off with my exclusive deal at privacykim.com. Go to privacykim.com right now and start protecting your privacy. This is so important. Privacykim.com. That's privacykim.com.
You're listening to The Kim Komando Show for the weekend of March 29th, 2025. Here's hour two.
So apparently there's a new term, a new word, whatever you want to call it, that's trending on social media. It's called boomer asking. Have you heard about this, Andrew?
No, I'm not a boomer, though. So that's probably why I haven't heard it.
It's not about just boomers.
Okay.
It's like, for example, here's a conversation. Your friend says, "How was your vacation?" And you say, "Wow, it was great. We went to Las Vegas." And your friend says, "Oh, Las Vegas reminds me of when I went to Florida and I had such a great time. Let me tell you when I swam with the dolphins in Florida."
It's like story topping.
Yes, exactly. I mean, so that vacation could turn into an altercation. All right, that was bad. I know. Okay.
I can't make eye contact right now.
Why? Because you're just laughing so hard.
That's it.
After all, because I'm Kim Komando, America's beloved digital goddess, and joining me, of course, is Andrew Babinski, my cohort here. And it's called the Kim Komando Show because, after all, that's the way that it works, and my name's on the building. And you can find us on over 420 top stations from coast to coast, and we're streaming in your favorite radio app. And you can also get the Kim Komando Show as a podcast in your favorite podcast player. Wherever you get your podcast, just search for Komando with a K. And you can also watch the show, by the way, at youtube.com/Kim Komando. And our goal here is to make sure that you are always tech ahead and never left tech behind in the digital dust. And I know that you have a few questions for me, and the Komando hotline's open right now at 1-888-825-5254. And it's an easy way to join in on the fun. Or you can make an appointment to speak with me here on the show. Just head over to the website. That's komando.com, of course, with a K. And there's an Ask Kim link at the top right-hand corner.
Kim, can I reference something to the open real quick?
Yes.
Because I have an 11-year-old son, and there is a new slang term, and I don't like it, and I need your advice on how I can get him to stop.
Okay.
It's good boy.
Good boy.
But this is how they say it. Let's say you said your joke at the beginning, and I actually thought it was funny.
Right.
I would laugh, and then I would go, "Good boy."
Good boy.
I can't stand it.
Does he say it all
the time? It's more than bruh. It's more than skibbity. It's good boy. And to have your 11-year-old son, when you bring him dinner, set it down and say, "Make sure you eat your vegetables and your protein." And he responds with, "Good boy." I want to ground him.
I tell him he can use it 3 times.
3?
That's all. 3 times a day. And after that, he has to pay you $1.
Ooh, I like the financial part of it is nice.
Yes.
You know what, Kim? Good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Oh, that is disgusting.
Isn't it the bad? It's the worst.
It's
the
annoying.
Worst.
It's awful.
It's all day and all night.
Oh, every single day I go to at least 35 different websites. I talk to industry insiders, and I make sure that we both know everything that's going on in the tech world. And here are a few things that you need to know. And I don't know if you had a chance to check it out now, but it is a game changer in ChatGPT Model 4.0. Have you tried this, Andrew?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. You could try it right now. And just tell it to do any type of image, okay? Whatever it may be. So, like, for example, I said to Chat, make me a beachside tech wizard, magical road, vintage mic with a robot bird sidekick. What? It's the Ghibli style.
It's a robot.
I said robot.
You did. Sorry. I didn't even know my mic was turned on.
See, okay, here's some insider thing. is that he makes fun of me all the time because I say robot.
That was even better though because it was a robot bird. It's a robot bird.
Stop it.
Can I see that image again? Can you pop it up of the robot bird?
It's a robot.
All right.
It's a robot bird.
Carry on.
Okay. If you haven't tried it, graphic artists, you are totally in trouble. And we're talking about ChatGPT Model 4.0. Just whatever you want it to be, just say, and it will draw it right there on the screen. Moving on next, let's talk about Facebook, your first Facebook account. Okay. Do you remember what it used to be like? Oh, it was nice. Just status updates and pictures from your friends. And then suddenly turned into random videos, groups, and ads and things you didn't ask for. Well, Facebook has now brought back the new Friends tab. That's right. And so it's a feed that only shows posts from people that you actually have added. Whoa. Yes.
Is there a charge?
Blown.
Where's the charge? How much is it?
Not yet. Not yet. If you want to try, it's in the navigation bar. Let's talk about your TVs. I got a couple of TV remotes. Have you ever lost a TV remote, Andrew? Yes.
Oh, all the time, constantly.
Yes. If you have a newer Samsung TV and a Galaxy Watch, you can now control your TV using your watch.
That's cool.
Okay. You shake your wrist to turn the pointer on.
Wait a minute.
Okay. Wait, there's more. You move your wrist to aim at what you want.
Oh, no.
You pinch your fingers on your watch to select it. Wait, the best part, if you want to go back a menu, you make a fist.
So I'm going to be sitting there watching TV, shaking my hand like crazy?
Let's not talk about what you're watching.
Exactly.
If you have a Netflix account, you're a premium subscriber, you can now get HDR 10 Plus on some shows and movies. That's a crisper, less muddy picture.
Ooh.
Okay.
Do I have to have a special TV for this 10 plus?
Of course you do.
Dang it.
Of course you do. And finally, if you're like me, I hate seeing cords, TV cords. I can't stand it. Well, now there's something called a displaced TV. It's a television that doesn't require any cords, mounts, or screws. You just stick it on the wall. It has powerful suction cups and a built-in battery.
A battery? I got to change the batteries on my TV?
You have to charge it.
I got to unsuck it from the wall. That's a cord. Excuse me, TV that's cordless. That's a cord.
$2,499 is the starting price for a TV that could probably cost $300.
Because it suctions to the wall.
It's pre-orders right now. So that means if we get enough orders, we'll build it.
Right, we'll make it.
That's what it is. And finally, if you use DoorDash, you can now finance your Big Mac. Buy now, pay later is now a thing for fast food. So you can eat your burger today and pay it off over the next 6 weeks.
Isn't that Wimpy's thing from the Popeye show? I'll gladly pay you for a hamburger next Tuesday. Something like that.
Do you want to try it again?
What is it? I gladly pay you for a burger tomorrow for eating it today or something like that.
Forget it. This buy now, pay later apps, they're not regulated by like credit cards. Some charge up to 36% interest.
For a burger?
You miss a payment, the fees go as high as 25%, and then your credit might take a hit too.
We can't finance this house, dear. Why? The Big Mac I had back in May.
This is the other day, I ordered DoorDash. Of course I did.
Of course, yeah.
It's like
by the other day, do you mean an hour ago and yesterday, the day before?
Exactly. And so I ran into Barry's office and I said, look, Jesus is coming. Jesus is coming.
He had risen with your ahi tuna.
And how'd you know? And Barry starts laughing and he looks at me and goes, Kim, that's Jesus. I'm like, I know. I was making a joke.
Such a sense of humor on that man.
Jesus, God, Kim, that's Jesus. That's not Jesus. Robot. It's a robot.
A robot bird. I need a bird feeder for my robot bird.
Maybe it's just my New Jersey accent.
It probably is.
The robot.
But you are hyper-focused sometimes. And that one you were just reading it through and it just spilled on out.
My robot's in the drawer.
Yeah, do you put your robot bird in the drawer?
In the drawer.
Drawer.
Drawer. The drawer.
Drawer.
The drawer. Hey, listen. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You know who's hanging on the line to talk to
Who?
us right now? Buster Scher. Mm-hmm. You know who Buster is?
I mean, I've heard his name before because you work with him.
Yeah, he's a social media prodigy.
Ooh, prodigy.
I
I've
mean-
always wanted to be a prodigy at something.
You're never going to be a prodigy.
Never.
But we're going to be talking about the tricks to make money online, how to get ahead in social media, all this great stuff. So you don't want to miss that. Plus, we've got some great tips like China's hackering into home routers.
Oh.
Passing that along.
Fine.
Secret emoji, emergency codes that you need to set. And of course, we have all your great phone calls too here on the Kim Commando Show. All right, so we do have a special guest. He's a friend of the show, Buster Scher. Buster got his start at just 14 years old. Good boy. Posting videos about basketball. It turned into Hoops Nation. Have you ever been there?
I have. I've definitely been to Hoops Nation.
Me too. I go there almost every day because I'm a big basketball, person.
Wait a minute. He founded Hoops Nation at 14?
Yeah, what were you doing at 14?
Picking my nose.
Buster.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. So that started as a side project, and then you started working with some other people that we may know, like or heard of. We don't know them. Mr. Beast, NBA, record labels, athletes, all to grow their social media platforms. And now Buster is blowing up Kim Commando.
Oh, nice.
Yes, he is. So Buster, let's talk about social media. Where do you even start?
Good question, Kim.
No, I mean, seriously. I mean, you have all these competing platforms and you're trying to get attention and you've got reels and shorts and you have all these varying opinions. You need to post at 8 a.m., at 10 a.m., at 3 p.m. and you want to do short videos. You want to do 15-second videos and they need to have you need to have a great thumbnail or you don't need to have a good thumbnail. And you need to take ads out. You need to boost posts. I mean, gosh, there's just so much.
Yeah, I think it's good. It would be a good place to start with the great news. And the great news is that the playing field is level. Everyone is equal today on social, whereas in the past, there were all sorts of advantages that large teams and people who had off social distribution had. But today on social, everyone is equal. And then, I think to simplify things down, it doesn't matter what time you post. It doesn't even really matter how often you post, although the more tries, the more shots you put out there, the more likely that you are to have some that hit. But the advice I give to everyone is you want to try to figure out a couple formats, things that you can repeat every day, things that you can repeat regularly and continue to build upon, rather than have to come up with something completely new. So to give an example, let's say you own a bakery. I would suggest that you make a format about making a different cookie every day. And you can do that. It's repeatable. You can continue to improve small little things like the captions or the text on the screen or the music that you have on the back, or every day you start posting it on an additional platform. And you just get those compounding returns of slowly improving that and adding new formats in. But everything else is, for the most part, just noise and people making it more complicated than it has to be. Now,
what about TikTok Shop? I mean, that's something.
There has never been a greater opportunity for anyone to make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month with 0 followers than TikTok Shop.
I'm taking notes.
It's insane. Basically, the way that TikTok Shop works is it's affiliate content creation. So they have a shop that's available to almost everyone. There's a small requirement. I think now it's maybe even 3,000 followers, but there are all sorts of ways that you can get up to that, whether it even just be from friends or commenting on other people's posts. But at roughly 3,000 to 5,000 followers, you can request any product that's on the TikTok Shop, and they'll send it to you for free. You make a video with it, and then anyone that buys it directly through your video, you're getting, between a 20 and 50% commission on that item.
Wow.
And given the TikTok algorithm is boosting all these videos like crazy, you have people who are making $100,000 from a single TikTok Shop affiliate video on a product that was already doing well without them.
That is crazy. That is. And so you say there's a minimum of 3,000. I mean, is it really realistic, Buster? I mean, 10,000, 20,000. I mean, even if you don't have a lot of followers and you're just new at this?
Yeah, you don't need really any followers. You just need the minimum requirements, which are constantly getting lowered by TikTok. Really, all you need is some level of dedication to figuring it out and taking a lot of shots at it, because you're not penalized in any way for making a lot of TikTok shop videos. They actually encourage it. And these videos, they have long lifespans. You know, they can last and be in the algorithm for, up to a year or longer.
Wow.
So if you're out creating videos for a product that stays in the TikTok shop, they'll all, sort of compound on each other. Let's say I made a TikTok shop video about iPhone case. And then I, made another one the next day, and then I made another one the next day, and each of them got 10,000 views. I'm going to be getting sales from each of those 3 videos, continuing week after week after week. So it's really about getting a lot of, for a basketball reference, shots up in the air, and you'll do well.
So I had a former coworker, and she did pretty well on social media, especially Instagram. And I'm sitting there with her, and she's making a post, and she posts it. And then she logs into another account, and she goes to that post, and she likes it and comments. And then logs into another account and likes and comments. And I was sitting there going, is anything on social media even real? Does doing something like that actually help and boost a post?
To me, that sounds like a waste of time.
Okay.
If I'm being honest. Because the algorithms, this is the way the Instagram algorithm works, for example. If you post something to your own feed, they'll show it to a very small percentage of your followers, maybe, 1 to 5%, depending on how many followers you have. And then based on how those followers interact with it, then they show it to another 10%, and then another 10%. And then once they've realized that your audience engages with it, that it's good content, they'll start pushing it out to people who don't follow you too. So whether, she might be, depending on what the content is, if she's not watching the video all the way through, sharing it, and saving it, which, you couldn't do from, infinite accounts, she might even be hurting her own content. You want everything to be, you want it all to be organic, and you want people to engage.
Okay, this is why we have Buster here, okay? Because Buster knows everything about winning in social media. Now, Buster, I put you on hold because we don't have a TikTok shop, so we need to pay some bills by playing some commercials. But when we come back, Buster, I want to hear, because you and I have talked about this, about the gal who's selling makeup on TikTok and making, $15,000 a month. We have that to come here on the Kim Komando Show. If you own a home, listen up. This is scary. The FBI is warning about a crime on the rise: home title theft. And it doesn't happen the way you might think. No break-ins, no stolen keys, just a forged signature on a single piece of paper filed with the county. In minutes, criminals can transfer the title out of your name, then use your ownership to drain your equity or even sell your home. The worst part, most people don't know what's happening until they get collection or foreclosure notices in the mail. That's why I trust Home Title Lock. When you visit HometitleLock.com/Kim, you'll get a free title history report and a 14-day free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection, including 24/7 monitoring of your home's title, urgent alerts to changes, and if fraud does happen. Their U.S.-based restoration team will work to restore your title, covering costs up to $1 million. Don't wait. Protect your home and equity today. Get your free 14-day trial at HometitleLock.com/Kim. That's HometitleLock.com/Kim.
Introducing Meta Ray-Ban Display, the world's most advanced AI glasses. With a full color display built into the lens of the glasses, it's there when you need it and gone when you don't. Send and receive messages, translate or caption live conversations, collaborate with Meta AI, and more. Be one of the first to try Meta Ray-Ban Display. Visit meta.com/Meta Ray-Ban Display to book a demo and find your pair.
This episode is brought to you by LinkedIn. Psst, healthcare pros, word's out, and it's too good to keep quiet. Look, LinkedIn is revolutionizing job hunting, making it possible to search by specialty, shift preference, and salary. Endless scrolling is out. Whether it's a mental health therapist or dental hygienist, finding the perfect role is faster and easier than ever. Head to linkedin.com/healthcare and start your search today.
All right, coming up, we have China hacking into home routers. Yikes. And then also how to set a secret emoji emergency code. Now, if you're just joining us, we are in conversation with Buster Scher. And Buster is now taking over my social media accounts. He started with Instagram, right, Buster? And then you are doing X and YouTube, and we're going to set up a TikTok shop, and we've got all kinds of great things planned. And in private conversation with you, Buster, we've been talking about your newsletter, right?
That's right. Yeah,
And
the hobby letter.
it's called the Hobby Letter. And the Hobby Letter is fascinating because I get it now, and it's great reading. I get a complimentary, just to let you know, Andrew.
Ooh.
So you're going to have to pay.
Friends in high places. It's good to have them.
And it goes through how various people, average people, are making money online and how they are doing it on social media. Give us a few stories.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. Yeah, the whole point of it is to showcase everyday people who are able to, make money around specifically things that they enjoy and social. It's really a fun combination. A great example would be, a girl on TikTok Shop who I interviewed a little while ago who has less than 5,000 followers and is making over $20,000 a month on what we were just talking about with TikTok Shop. She loves makeup. She loves beauty products. So she makes videos about them and attaches the product and sells thousands and thousands of units organically through these videos. And then she gets a check every month from TikTok for doing it. There's other people who create Instagram, they're called theme accounts where, you just start talking about any subject you want. Let's say it's, butterflies, for example. You make a page about butterflies, and then you're able to build up a big enough following to where you can start advertising to, on behalf of companies in those niches. Or another really popular one. I know a guy who's, made upwards of $50,000 a month creating a faceless YouTube channel where he just does voiceovers about things that are happening in pop culture. There are so many ways, dozens and dozens and more every single day that pop up where just about anyone can make, 10, 20,000 plus per month around something they're passionate about with social.
And the AI tools can absolutely help you. I mean, we were going back and forth in chat yesterday, and you showed me some, I guess, what would you call them? Thumbnails, ads that you made in 3 minutes that probably would have taken a graphic artist. What do you think, Buster? A week? 3 days?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I joked with someone yesterday that, basically anyone has the power of a 100-person agency now.
Wow. And how do you do that? Using what tools?
So the brand new tool, which is the newest model from ChatGPT 4.0, if you, just include a prompt of make me a poster ad for this brand, for your brand, in the style of, and then you put in whatever, style you want it to be. I did in the style of Star Wars, in the style of SpongeBob, in the style of all these different things. You include a little bit more information about what you want the poster ad to actually say. So I gave it a little description of what, thehobbyletter.com is. And I was like, okay, put that and put, anyone can make $10,000 a month from organic social. And then once it had both of those things, it had enough information to be able to put these out. And then I just said, after that, I prompted, okay, now do one in the style of this. Now do one in the style of this. And the whole process took me about 3 minutes and 30 seconds when it would have cost me $500 to $1,000 and taken a week about last week.
And that's the thing, is that we are living in such a fabulous time where money-making opportunities are there. Now, it does take work. I mean, like, you talked about the gal who's selling makeup making $20,000 a month or whatever. I mean, she has to make these videos. She has to keep the audience engaged. How many hours a day would you estimate?
For someone like her, probably 2 to 3 hours a day. If I had to estimate, I think she told me something around that. Yeah, which is great.
So I used to be a heavy TikTok user, Buster. And then I maybe go on the app now once a week for 10 minutes because it got filled up with the ads that TikTok is feeding me, which I understand. You got to have ads to pay the bills. But then everyone wants to become rich on TikTok. So all my other videos were just people trying to sell me something. Is there a fear that with all this, everyone wants to make money on social media because it's free, the entire thing will become diluted?
So it changes by the month, depending on what platform it is. So back in the day, for example, that happened to Facebook, basically. And then everyone started going over to Instagram and Snapchat, and then everyone started going over to TikTok. But it's always changing. So right now, there's an incredible arbitrage on Facebook. 3 billion users, not very many content creators. And they pay, monetization-wise, more than just about every other platform. Mr. Beast was on record just the other day saying that he makes more money per view on Facebook than he does on YouTube.
Wow, I didn't know that.
It's always changing, basically month to month. But, I will say that TikTok is still right up there at the top because they'll pay as part of the creativity fund basically $1 per 1,000 views on short form video if it's over a minute long, whereas even YouTube isn't paying that much on a 1 minute long video. So it really depends on what niche you're in, what kind of content you're creating, how long your content is. But there's always arbitrages on different platforms because that dynamic is changing.
Okay, see, this is the type of information. These are the high level conversations, Andrew, that I have with Buster. That you and I you make fun of me because the way that I say a robot. Okay, Buster is putting money in my pocket. Okay, and Buster is teaching everybody else how to put money in their pocket.
I would have never predicted the end of this interview would turn into a slam of me, but hey, we got here.
I mean, Buster, thehobbyletter.com. You ought to check it out, thehobbyletter.com. The guy really knows what he's talking about. He's proven it. I don't know if you know this, Andrew, but there are some Instagram reels that Buster has taken in his group, and 4 million views.
That's huge.
Yeah. I mean, he's doing such a fabulous job. And so if you're sitting there at home, we get so many people call the show and send me notes and say, how can I make money on social media? How can I do this? And you need to check it out. Thehobbyletter.com, thehobbyletter.com. Should we take another call right now? What do you think?
Sure.
Okay. Kathy in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Hi, Kathy.
Hi. Hello. Hi, Kim. Hi, Andrew. I'm so happy to speak to the both of you. Thank you.
So what's going on in your world? How can we lend a hand?
Oh, well, kind of relates to what Buster was just talking about. I work full-time at a quote-unquote, a real traditional corporate job, HR recruiting, Monday through Friday. But I found myself, Kim, trying to supplement my income, and I thought, I'll try like some side gig work from home, maybe training for AI or something like that. But the challenge I've been running into is, especially the past couple months, when I go to these sites to apply, you can't even apply. It immediately starts asking me for things like, what is your driver's license number? What is your passport number? And you can't even apply. It just stops. So I don't get beyond that because of that reason. So I'm wondering, and it's happened almost 50% of these side gig works that I'm looking at.
What type of job are you looking for?
Primarily something remote, something part-time, less than 20 hours a week that I could do in the evenings or the weekend to supplement my full quote-unquote day job during the week.
Do you want to go out of the house, or this is something that you want to stay in the house to do?
I can go out. I definitely prefer to be social, so whether that means picking up the phone, Kim, or chat, or in person, I thrive on that, so I'm trying to focus on something that's very socially oriented.
That's, being an HR person, that's why I wanted to ask you that question, because you have to be a people person to be in HR, don't you, Andrew? I mean, you do.
Or you hate people and you can deliver bad news very easily to them.
And as I'm smiling, you're fired.
Exactly.
You know what I like to say? You know what I like to say? I'm promoting you outward.
Oh,
Promoting you outward.
that is some great spin.
Yes.
I like that.
Well, there are always the delivery services, of course, the Instacart, the Postmates, the DoorDashes. And what's interesting now is Instacart has just unveiled a new way for you to make money. Is that you would be assigned a job where you would go to, say, your local supermarket, Costco, Sam's Club, what have you, and you would video what's on the shelves.
Like a secret shopper?
Well, what they're doing is they're actually checking inventory.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. And so they might send you to the area, like, say, before a Super Bowl or something to say, show me how much chips are left on the shelf, because maybe the supermarket system is not there. So there are some unique opportunities like that. Of course, you can do things online. What I would recommend is that you look at Upwork.com. And at Upwork, that's where people post jobs, and then you bid on that job. And so it may be, for example, to review an HR manual. It may be to do a video to teach somebody else how to conduct an interview, whatever it may be. There's also freelancer.com as another place for you to check. And then, of course, there's always LinkedIn where you can check to see some remote jobs. But you shouldn't be giving away your driver's license or passport number just to apply for a job.
No, and if it's obviously she had some worries about it because it wasn't a big name company that was asking. It was some sketchy online place where she didn't trust it at all.
Yeah, you don't want to upload any IDs until you're hired. And you always want to use a burner email for any of these applications. And you can always do a search, too, for the company name plus scam. And maybe something might pop up because, of course, there's always anybody who always gets scammed. I think the first place they go, Andrew, is Reddit.
Oh, of course.
And then they just
Right.
They just go on and on and on.
I do the search, but instead of scam, I just use the word legitimate.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. You might get some different results that way.
Kathy, thanks for your call today. Sarah in Salt Lake City, Utah. Glad to have you with us. What's going on, Sarah? Hi. What's going on?
Not a whole lot.
Okay, so what's on your mind? Why'd you call today?
I was scammed by a fake online car dealership that looked completely legitimate, professional website, customer reviews, and a convincing backstory. After filling out an online is it available form, a salesman contacted me, wouldn't budge on price, and after a week of going back and forth FaceTiming with him, I received videos of the car and even got a Carfax report.
Oh, wow.
Everything seemed real. We signed contracts, and then I wired the money, running it by the banker and him reassuring me everything looked good to him, too. After that, I was in communication with a supposed truck driver for a few days, arranging delivery. I was even sent a picture of my car loaded up on a car hauler, and I truly believed my car was on its way. Then the delivery day came and went with no car.
Oh, wow.
So the website disappeared, the phone number stopped working, and I realized I had been scammed.
Oh, geez.
So let's start at the beginning for a second. What were you trying to buy? What vehicle?
It was a 2021 Escalade.
Escalade, okay. And then where did you first, don't tell us the name of the site, obviously, because that's the scam site, but where did you see the ad? Was it on social media? Was it on, did you say Reddit?
You know, I originally found it on Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
And now I'm learning that that's like a huge scammer way to advertise things.
But you did everything right. You got a Carfax. You thought you had videos of the car.
And this was
your
your banker that reviewed it and told you everything looks good?
Yeah.
And then the website disappeared?
Yes.
And the truck driver disappeared?
Truck driver disappeared.
Were you able to get the bank to reverse the charges?
No, I tried right away, but they really were no help. I reported to the FBI, it's like IC3 and my local police, but I've not heard back from anyone. This was over 100 days ago, too.
Wow.
In fact, I've seen other identical scam sites, and I've sent it to local law enforcement.
Oh, good.
And they insisted it was a real business based on a quick Google search. That was pretty surreal, arguing with the police that a scam was a scam.
Was it the same vehicle?
Yeah, I've seen the same pictures floating around, but also different pictures too. But they all have like the same look about them. I'm able to spot them pretty easily now.
What do they look like?
They look like a car dealership website, honestly.
And was this a smoking deal for this Escalade or just an average price?
You know what's crazy is there's one that I wanted that was local, but I like the seats on this one better. So it was like a comparable price.
Oh, so it's not it's not a smoking deal.
It's not too good to be true.
Right. And so everything checks out. So the police actually told you that it looked like a legitimate site and you knew it was the scam site? Oh,
yeah,
no.
I was trying to, because I thought that maybe since there was like an active scam going on, like a new website, that maybe we could like trace these people down. But they were like, no, this is real. And I'm like, no, it's not. I promise.
So the only way to buy a car now is to go to the dealer, the local dealer.
Absolutely.
Or from your Uncle Ted. Just buy Uncle Ted's old Buick and you'll be safe because you know you're not going to be scammed and ripped off.
Oh my gosh. So many scams.
Every single time.
Man. And she did everything right.
She did all of it. Who calls a banker? I would never call a banker.
Can you look at this for me?
Right. No, I don't do that.
She doesn't have good luck.
I'm lazy.
Because then she called the cops. Cops were like, oh, that's a legit site.
Yeah, you should buy it. It's a great deal.
Just buy it. Hey, still to come, the secret to bypass hotel thermostat locks here on the Kim Komando Show. Okay, so you're in a hotel room and you cannot set the thermostat lower than, say, 72 degrees. And you're like, oh, I want it to be like 68 degrees. Well, here's the deal. Many thermostats can be unlocked by pressing and holding the fan and the up button simultaneously for about 5 to 10 seconds. That's the secret. Fan and the up buttons. Don't forget to enter to win that brand new iPhone 16 Pro, a $999 value at winfromkim.com.